We're gonna do a coffee roasting video. So here's what you're gonna need. Coffee beans. Green coffee beans. These are a pound of green coffee. This is Guatemala. Peru, Costa Rica, Mexican. So different types of coffee beans. We can get into that in a different video. This video is about roasting. I'm going for Mexican again. Oh, that's my last Mexican though. Okay, Guatemala. We're roasting some Guatemalan beans. Okay, so what I have is I have the oven set to 500 degrees. It can be 480 to 500. I just like to do it as hot as possible. You're gonna use a full pound of coffee. I find that's actually like the perfect amount, more or less. Okay, so what you're also going to need is a cooking tray. So at Walmart, there's like two different types of trays, and I'm going by Walmart references for everybody. So this is sort of a tray that's decent, but the only thing with this one is it has these grooves, and your coffee beans are going to kind of go in these grooves a bit, and it's annoying. So you're going to want this tray, which is just a little bit better. It's got more rounded, edges. Okay, so we got that. Next, we're gonna want spatula. Online, a lot of tutorials for roasting coffee say a wooden spoon, but I mean, realistically, what's easier to flip stuff, the spatula or a wooden spoon? So we got that. Okay. So oven's at 500 degrees, it's already preheated. Now all we got to do, get our coffee beans. So yeah, I got this shipped to me from Buy Coffee Canada, 1 pound bags. You can get them in 5 pound bags, and that's how I would do it other times, but this time they only allowed people to ship it in 5 pound bags due to supply issues, I guess. Let's do it. So we're gonna pour the whole bag, it's 1 pound. And it really is the perfect amount for this tray, I find. Because I have had those 5 pound bags, and even then it would end up, I'd use like this amount when I would do it. Okay, so it's pretty evenly, going now. We just throw it in the oven. Put it on like the middle rack. I'll give you guys a little bit of a first person view, I guess, but. So the oven, you can see 500 degrees, and yeah, it's not open the oven while it's roasting, but here we go. So it's going to sit in the oven for about 5 or so minutes, maybe, roughly that amount, and then we're gonna just check in. I'm gonna wait till the edges and everything start to get a bit more brown, because that's what starts to roast a bit more first. And that's the next part. Okay, it's only been a few minutes. I'm already starting to hear things like crack a bit, or like just some rumblings, I guess. That's a different way to put it. So we're gonna take it out of the oven as quickly as possible. So let's do it. And then we're gonna just stir it and put it back in as quick as possible. So this is the technique. If you can see here, the edges are a little bit brown. It's hard to kind of tell from maybe that camera view, and I'm almost taking it out of the oven a little bit early here. I usually wait maybe until they're a little bit more brown to do the first little stir, but it's not bad to stir it anyway. Okay, so real quick stir and then back in. And yeah, the least amount of time that you can take to actually pull them out and put it back in, the better, because you don't want to lose any of that heat. So this is the stage where you get the first crackling noise. So yeah, I don't think I actually recorded that. Okay, so here's the first-hand video with the crackling. And now it's not crackling, but okay. So we already even got some smoke coming out here too. It's best if you can open up a window, because as you can see, there's a little bit of smoke that'll come right at you. And so look at the pan already, or we already have now a good amount of brown coffee beans. And so we're getting closer to a medium roast. Not yet a light roast even that, actually, but some of them are about light roasted. Okay, let's not waste too much time. Throw it right back in. Ooh. Sometimes like you'll get a stray bean, but I just try and save every bean. Anyway. Man. So yeah, you get a little bit of smoke. It's good to open up a window. If anyone's wondering what it smells like, it kind of smells a little bit like chocolate, I think, but it's a little bit different than chocolate. It's, I can't really describe it, I guess, but it's not an off-putting smell. Although, if you don't air out your place, it will linger for a day or two. So, that's a trade-off. We're getting closer now. I can hear the crack sounds getting more frequent. It's not really quick, but it's getting to be pretty quick. So we're getting to medium roast territory. Whenever you see beans that have this shoe polish on it, that's what I call it. It's like this black sheen. That means it's already a dark roast, and that means you're basically, you know, need to take it out because it's at medium roast, more or less. That didn't make sense. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna take it out. So a few of them here, I'll give you a quick video here. So a few of them will have a little bit of the shoe polish on it already. Okay, so yeah, don't want to waste time here. We got to just be quick. So you're not flipping the beans either, you're just pushing it. It just makes it so much easier. If you flip the beans, you're going to lose a lot of beans. They're all going to fall off the tray. You're just pushing them like some sort of shovel. Okay. And back in we go. So yeah, this might be the last time I even put it in the oven, and then we're good to go. If I wasn't filming, that would have been a bit quicker, and that might have even done a better job, but don't sweat it, you know. You don't need to be lightning quick. I was also told you can do this with a popcorn machine. So you could actually have those little popcorn makers, and I can do this as well. But I like the oven. The oven's good. It's nice because electric ovens, you can easily get up to 500 degrees. Don't do this in a gas oven. It's just not efficient. So you want to make sure that it's at about a medium roast. I don't like it to be too dark roasted because then it's a really strong taste. Although it's good and it's nice, it's not necessarily an everyday roast. So I'm gonna take it out again now. I think it might be done 100%. I'll get the little heads up camera going here too. So yeah, I think it's basically done, but I'm not totally sure. Let me just get a little eye check here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just assume it's done, but let me just take it out to be sure. All right. So yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I want. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna throw this outside. Oh yeah, let's get the first person view here. So here we are. Check it out. And it's a pretty even roast overall. Like it's not, you can see some dark roast and some light, but generally speaking, it's nice kind of mix, and it's not too dark in any spots, and it's not like you have ones that are unroasted. So I'm gonna throw these outside now. You can even see that one still popping there. So the key is supposed to be that you want to actually cool these things down as quick as possible. I don't know why that is, but anyway, I live in Canada, so you know, if you're watching this video, you know that. And I'm just gonna throw it outdoors. So let me just open up one of the doors so I don't have to open it while I'm holding a tray. And this way too, you can also air out your place a little bit, but the damage is sort of done at this stage. You've got you got a lot of smell in your house at this point. And again, it smells like a nice chocolate roast, so no worries really, but yeah. Anyway, that's how you roast your own coffee beans. I guess I can show you what it's like after, and I'll just scoop it up. But that's it. That's how you do it. So yeah, and the amount of time that took, 15, 20 minutes. I'll be as transparent as possible. Probably took 20 minutes. Might have been a little bit quicker if I, just had things stirred quicker and put it back in, but that's it. And again, you have this factor of the time it takes to heat up the oven. So to heat up the oven and then to do it, 20 minutes of actual waiting, I guess, and then waiting for it to heat up. Oh, let's turn off this oven now too. So there's going to be a little bit of these little flakes that are left on top of the coffee beans, but they don't affect the taste or anything, so you can remove them if you want. All right, so yeah, we got the kettle going and we're gonna roast it. This is as fresh as it gets, so add some coffee beans. Oh, okay. That looks perfect there. So I got a nice cup here, ready to blend. Let's do it. Okay. All right, now check this out. This is what it's all been for, So, the magic. The first pour. There's a certain approach to this also. You only want to pour a little bit to start, so watch. Just look at how it's reacting already. Check that out. That was the first pour. The second pour is actually even better than the first one. So you wait about 30 seconds after the first pour to then pour the rest. So I should have been actually making sure it was staying at 200 degrees that whole time. That's okay. Let's just wait till it gets right at 200. I'm going to pour it again. All right, here we go. Second pour. And I even like to turn this as I pour, just to give it the best, coverage, dispersion. And look at that. I'm just gonna take a little break here just so you can check that out. That's fresh roasted coffee. If you have coffee that's a few weeks old, it's rare that it will have that reaction. It's very rare. Grocery store coffee, very rare. Tim Hortons grinds, I don't even think that could ever happen. And so when you're pouring, you're supposed to only pour around the edges. At first I was kind of debating if that was the way to go, but I think they're onto something. Now I'm just going to take it off and have a sip. So here's the pro tip for removing this. I don't know if I can get it on camera, but you take this off, you put in the rubber stopper, and look at where I'm holding this. See, you're just holding it right above here. Then I just carry them both over to the sink. No drips. And then just go over to the waste bin, off camera here, I guess, or not off camera, but off the small camera. And just throw it right in the bin. And you know, we have some left over here, but we just wash that out. So give it a quick rinse. And that's it. Check it out. So, this is the traditional dining cup mug. So here we go. All right. So, cheers! Freshly roasted coffee is how it's done. After you brewed it, you just store it in jars or canisters or whatever, right? And that's what you need to do. It's a full pound of coffee. That's all it takes. Not as hard as you think, and the results are good. It's actually good results. Like, I'm not just doing this to get something that's worse than I would buy. It's as good, if not better. Cheers. Imagine if after I had that first sip and after all that, I was like, puh! It's gross. No, this tastes so good. Oh. And it's the Guatemalan roast from Buy Coffee Canada. And then yeah, once I'm ready to store it all up, ignore that, we just scoop it up with our ice cream scooper. This is an Amazon purchase, you know. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee now, so. Thanks for watching.